Homeplate is brought to you by OptiView Vision Centers, with 2 locations to serve you in Austintown and Niles. Homeplate Homestyle is brought to you in part by Rulli Brothers Markets.
Hello, this is Helga Wengler and we are on Homeplate Homestyle.
And I'm Mitch Lynch, and today we're going to make a double fermented French baguette. This was started yesterday. We're going to put the dough into the oven and bake our baguettes.
Looks good.
And this will go with our brie?
Yes, we're making a nice brie with the little surprises on top.
Okay, well Here we go. Basically I'm going to get 3 loaves out of here. So just measure it out. Now this is sat out and it actually rose a little bit more. Just cut them right down the middle. They don't have to be perfect. A nice rustic loaf of bread is beautiful.
And you know what? You're teaching me something too.
This is laid out like that. Now you have the seam here. What we'll do, we'll stretch that a bit, and then we take a serrated knife and we slice it across this way. Give it a little bit of style.
That's the baker for you.
Now the key for a good crust, Helga, is steam or a little ice in our oven.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll throw some ice chips in, let the oven steam up a bit, and then we'll get these into a 500-degree oven.
Wonderful.
Okay, now we're getting ready to put this in the oven. We're going to get a little steam produced in our oven. And this goes right in there. Now this stays in for about 10 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. It should be about 160 degrees when it comes out of the oven. Okay, we've just sliced up half of our Vidalia onion, a sweet onion.
Yes, we got to have it sweet. And then I'm sauteed it with butter, and you get it nice, caramelize it, and put a little bit of brown sugar over it. Don't they look good?
Nice,
yeah. Then what we're going to do is kind of scrape. We have a Brie cheese,
And so
Brie
it holds
cheese,
better?
yeah. And we just kind of take that, stuff off a little bit. We take this off the heat, and now watch this. This is gonna be really, really good. This is all gonna go into the oven.
And all those juices will melt in there.
Yes, it's nice. And now,
nice color.
Yes, and now what we're gonna do is we take some raisins. Look.
Oh yeah.
We put them in.
This is perfect for the holidays.
Oh yes, it's wonderful. There you go. And
it's very simple.
You can use all kinds of any kind of nuts you like, pistachios, or I have almonds. That's what I had in my pantry, so that's what we're gonna use.
And most supermarkets have brie.
Yeah, that's true. You just have to see if it could be a little bit pricey, but you go where it's the best.
And then
it's gonna go into the oven just like that.
About how many degrees?
Open 350. 350. For about, you have to go look in. It has to be nice and melted. Maybe 15 minutes.
Okay. Okay, looks like our bread should be just about ready.
It smells good. It looks like it's done. Yeah, it smells like it's done already. Oh, look at the loaves.
Oh, it came up nice.
Oh, you worked hard, didn't you? Wonderful.
And there they are.
Excellent. And they're getting all ready for our brie?
Yeah, we'll get the brie out of the oven next, and we'll slice this up and arrange it around the brie just for our party.
Very nice.
I do like that steam. Beautiful. All right,
okay, is our brie ready? It looks nice.
Look at the almonds,
look
nice
at
and brown.
Nice and it's oozing out. Very nice. Now let's come by a little bit and I'm going to let you decorate it.
And arrange the bread right around there.
Right like that.
You can even puncture it into the side a little bit.
Yes.
Layer them up there a little.
Very nice.
Get all the way
around.
This,
what we do is just kind of punch it a little bit, and we get all that good cheese.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Look at that. Oh, look at
that
it. Look
makes
at it ooze out.
this. Yes, this is party time. I tell you.
Beautiful.
When you have guests come and have this as an hors d'oeuvre, it's really nice.
You almost don't even want to leave it in there. You want to take it right out.
Right out. Yes. Look how nice, and with your fresh bread, what you just baked. Wow, this is delicious looking. So now we have to taste it, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
There's
can I?
for you.
Okay. Can I fix you one?
Yes, please.
Okay, you get the big one, okay? Is that okay?
Ah, that'll be fine.
Okay,
that looks
look.
marvelous.
And then we're going to have to take a little bit of the onions.
Oh,
and
yes, you gotta have those onions.
yes. And there you go. See, he gives me a little one, but that's okay.
Everyone heard that?
I'm sorry. There we go. Is it hot?
Be careful, it is a
Yeah,
little hot.
it is hot.
The sweetness of the onion.
The onions are good, yeah, and then the crunch of
a
the
little bit of
almond.
tartness with the.
And your bread is delicious, nice and crispy, crunchy. Excellent. You have to make
And
that
that's
at
so
home.
simple.
That is wonderful. Well,
Cheers.
for today, this is Helga Wengler.
And I'm Mitch Lynch.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Kevin, my husband and I are thinking about doing some home improvement projects, and we're thinking about buying a chandelier for our dining room. So what are some things that you should keep in mind before you buy one?
Well, you might want to think about your lifestyle, your taste, the style of your house.
Okay.
And you might want to think about maintenance issues.
So this one has a lot of glass.
Yeah, but it's not really a lot of maintenance when it really comes down to it. What I do is I get a bucket of hot water and I make it as hot as I can stand it. I pour in a little bit of Windex. I wipe down the chandelier with a lint-free cloth. Hello, August.
Hello.
And really takes me about a half an hour from start to finish.
All right, so when you are installing the chandelier, what are some things that you should keep in mind?
Well, generally, you want there to be 30 inches from the top of the table to the bottom of the chandelier. And when I moved into this house, the chandelier was already installed, and I think we're at about 29 inches. So we're close.
All right, so some good advice. All right, join us next time when we'll have another great tip.
For an authentic diner experience, look no further than the Steel Trolley Diner in downtown Lisbon, Ohio. Award-winning hamburgers with all of your favorite toppings, fresh-cut fries and onion rings, delicious milkshakes, and some of the best homemade pies you'll find anywhere. Stop by the marketplace and pick up Steel Trolley's original topping sauces, t-shirts, and classic candies. For hometown service and great food, visit the Steel Trolley Diner in Lisbon, Ohio today. Follow us on Facebook or at steeltrolleydiner.com. Visit Jimmy's Italian Specialties on Belmont Avenue in Liberty, and you will find the area's most complete selection of Italian foods and spices. The best old-world homemade bread baked daily, a complete deli with fresh meats, cheeses, and daily lunch specials. Delicious homemade cakes, cookies, and desserts. A huge selection of imported olives, wines, and so much more. Have a gift basket or cookie tray made up for your special occasion. Stop by Jimmy's today.
Hi, I'm Patricia, and today we're doing my version of the Ramos Fizz, a famous drink from New Orleans. This is a little more complicated than most of these drinks that we've been doing, but I think you're ready. You want to take 1.5 ounces of gin, a chilled mixing cup, and then 1 ounce each of the following: lemon juice, orange juice, and heavy cream. It's got to be heavy. Splurge on the good stuff. Next, you want to use an egg white, which acts as a surfactant and gives it that yummy texture. Two tablespoons of powdered sugar, simply because it will dissolve more quickly. And then last, orange flower water. You can find this at a lot of specialty stores or online. You just really need 3 or 4 drops. It just imparts a really beautiful floral fragrance. Get your mixing cup and give it a good shake. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour. If you have any concerns about raw eggs, you can leave it out. You want to finish with a splash of club soda and a little grate of nutmeg, and you're done. That is wonderful.
Hi, I'm Herb.
And I'm Wolfgang.
We're the Fixer-Uppers. And today we're going to do what, Wolfgang?
We're gonna show the people what they can do with a wall, which is like old walls in houses which are 100 years old, like my house. And you don't want to tear out the walls, but you want to preserve them. So the way to do it is you use some drywall paste, and you go over the whole wall with the drywall paste, just like that.
So you can teach your grandkids how to do this, and they can come in and help you do it.
As soon as they're old enough
to hold the trowel.
And then they say, Opa, I don't have time. My girlfriend, my friends. Okay, I covered it probably 1/4 of an inch. Then I take the trowel and I pull up. And by doing that, there is a beautiful design on the drywall.
In the trade, we used to call it plopping it, and they used to take a brush and plop it like that and texture the surface.
Yeah, that's what you see on your ceilings when they trying to fix up.
Right. It looks like they. Yes, exactly.
Once I done this, and it's best to wait a little bit, but you can do it right away. Then you take the trowel and go real lightly over it.
And you knock it down. You knock all of the peaks down is what you're doing. I think a friend of mine calls it knockdown plaster. What they do.
That is knockdown plaster. And the way that looks is you have valleys and tops. Now once this is done, you paint the whole wall once it's dry with a good primer. It doesn't have to be oil, it can be latex, but it has to be a decent, good primer. Once that primer is dry, then you choose a stain which you would like to have on your walls. You put it on, then take a sponge which has a flat surface or a rag. You wipe over the stain just like this. This way you get the highlights and the dark areas stay with the dark stain.
So in the valleys, you end up with the stain being retained, and on the surface, it ends up being lightened and wiped off.
Right, and once that dries, you take a latex varnish, either a semi-gloss, flat, or gloss, and you varnish the whole wall. Make sure you get it all into the cracks also. Once that is done, you have a beautiful sheen. The plaster is as hard as anything. You can scratch it, the kids can kick it, and You don't want the kids run into that.
It's the poor man's Venetian plastering is what it is. And it came out very nice. And it's with putting on the water-based urethane, it'll make it very washable and very durable.
It's very washable and very durable.
Very good. All right, for this week, we'll see you next week on Homeplate with more home repairs.
If you're tired of seeing this every time you try to use the toaster with the microwave, it's time to call Tedco Electric. With over 25 years of commercial and residential experience, call Tedco for all of your electrical needs. Call 330-720-8587.
Hi, I'm Ted Kosis, owner of Tedco Electric. Call today for any of your residential or commercial electrical needs.
Licensed, insured, and affordable, call Tedco Electric today.
I love coffee, I love tea, I love Friends Roastery. We roast our coffee every day. You shouldn't have to drink it any other way. So come on down to Salem and get your brew. Friends Roastery is good for you. Have a cup of Friends.
Visit metromonthly.net for some of the coolest Mahoning Valley logo wear anywhere. We've got Idora Park, Straus's, Warren G. Harding, Rayan, Red Barn, and so much more. Visit metromonthly.net and click on the store icon today.
Homeplate Homestyle is brought to you in part by Rulli Brothers Markets.
Hi, I'm Mitch,
I'm Helga.
and this is Homeplate Homestyle.
And what are we doing today?
We're going to do it's not quite a traditional, but a macaroni and cheese, and you can use any pasta, of course.
Okay.
First, we'll put our pasta in the water, and then we'll start the
Yeah,
mix.
you got your water boiling.
So I am going to use traditional macaroni just for those at home who can't get out of the idea of using macaroni. But anything that you want to use, you can use. In fact, our producer likes to use a spiral.
Yeah, that's the sauce really clings on
and,
them too.
You know, Ron feels,
Yes.
that the cheese clings
Yes.
to it. All right, now we're going to do a mix. We're going to start with the eggs. Go 2 of those.
Okay, you want me to just beat them up?
Into our garbage bowl.
Okay.
Now we add a whole can. This is 12 ounces of evaporated milk.
Okay.
It's a little different. Another recipe we have for macaroni cheese, pretty traditional, is a bechamel sauce, which we'll show you on another episode.
Yeah, this is how I do mine with the bechamel.
Yeah, often I'll use a bechamel sauce.
But that's something change, you know.
Now we want to add
Mustard.
this is a wet Palmery type mustard. Okay. You could also use a mustard powder for this recipe if you want, and that would be about 2 teaspoons. Okay. This is about 2 tablespoons or more of mustard, depending on your taste. And we want to go with about 2 teaspoons of salt, about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Again, you can use the white pepper if you don't like the look of dark black pepper. I prefer the flavor. And this is a little hot pepper sauce. You could use any kind you like.
Oh, I like that.
But we don't use much of this.
A little kick.
Just a little touch.
Okay.
And that'll bring out some heat. All right, and that's about all we have for the liquid. Now our cheese is on the side, and when our macaroni comes up, we'll mix this all together. And I'm going to dice some ham. Okay. And I have some frozen peas. We don't even cook the peas. We mix it before we put it in the oven. Okay. And they cook perfectly.
Oh, I can't wait.
So we're going to dice this small. You want it small because your macaroni is small. Everything should be close to the same size.
Kind of a little bite size, huh?
Now this is a nice baked ham. I took a slice off of a baked ham from home. And it has a great flavor. You can get any ham. We go to Rulli Brothers quite often. They had this really nice baked ham there. I just could not resist it.
Oh, this is really small how you dice that. It's nice.
Well, I'm practicing since that bad episode with the onions.
With the onions?
Yeah, with the fricks, you know. I've got to get my size better. It's been so long.
You remember that.
Okay, so we have this. Now when the macaroni comes out, we should be ready to go.
Okay. Now you're going to drain your pasta?
Yes, into there. Make sure that's drained nicely. You want to get all that water out. You know, it's a hollow pasta, so you know it's carrying a little water and all those. That looks about right. All right, put that in this bowl. Now, first thing we want to do is throw that butter in there.
The whole thing?
Yeah, we want to melt that up in there.
Good.
That helps everything to get incorporated.
Everything is better with butter, don't you know?
Oh, well, how could it not be? All right. Now this is going to continue to melt in there. We're going to throw our ham and our cheese.
I tell you, that macaroni and cheese is going to be good.
All right, now this is a very sharp cheddar.
Okay.
If some cheeses are too sharp for you, judge it by that. Some people will use American, you can use Monterey. Now you can throw this in, all the liquid. I'll mix that up together. And the last thing I'm going to do is go back over to our little herb garden. And Helga, if you could pick off maybe 2 or 3 large leaves of basil.
Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where's basil?
That's this big one here. So
one?
about, yeah, 2 or 3 of those
2?
big
Okay.
leaves. Come over here.
Oh, they're nice.
And I'll dice this up.
It smells so good, that basil.
I love adding the basil because
Fresh.
it just brings that fresh
Yes.
herb. But you have to do this at the last minute. They say if you slice your herbs at the last minute before you add them, they bring all the flavor.
More flavor.
Okay, now we're going to put these into some dishes,
What about the
and we're going to
peas? We
put
don't
them in the
any
oven.
peas in?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. In our freezer. Now, if you don't like herbs, the peas would have added the same color.
Okay.
I'm just going to get these in there.
Oh, your whole pack?
A whole pack.
Wow, this is a big. You know, if you figure out how much this costs.
Well, you see this?
That feeds
for
an
a
army.
family, and if you don't have a family, if it's just a husband and wife, you can pack this in your refrigerator, put it into dishes, and serve it, you know, for the next 2 or 3 days. Yeah, and then I wouldn't suggest you put the ingredients in. You keep just the cheese and the pasta set together, and then dice your ham, dice other ingredients as you go.
Okay.
So now the only thing we're going to do is put this into our bowls.
Yeah, so
And we need a good spoon for that.
okay, we have one right here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the topping for this is a breadcrumb with a little bit of butter, and we saved about an ounce of cheese
4 on the top.
for on the top. Think that's a good size?
Very
A little
nice.
more? Is that good?
Yeah, that's enough for me.
All right. I'll do this other one, and why don't you put a little bit of breadcrumb on top of here. Just spread it nice and evenly.
You're gonna make it heavy? Better put my hands because that I could do it.
It doesn't have to be too heavy.
No. Oh, you got the cheese in here?
Yep, the cheese is in there. I melted some butter. That way it'll really crunch up a little bit.
Okay, how does that look? More?
Beautiful, beautiful. You've got the touch, Helga.
Oh, thank you.
All right. And then we'll be ready for the oven. We'll put that in about 350 degrees. I'm sorry, these would be better actually put right under your broiler. So bring your rack up underneath your heat under the broiler and just toast the breadcrumbs. That would probably be your better bet. Okay, so you gotta watch these because they can burn very easily under your broiler.
Okay, now don't talk anymore and eat.
I'm up for that.
Looks
All
so
right,
good.
you tell me what you think.
Yes.
Be honest.
I will.
The peas are still crunchy.
They're crunchy. Yeah, I don't like them when they're too soft. Very good.
I was afraid maybe the pepper would be too hot, but I don't think
And
it
you
is.
know what? You take the mustard.
Mustard's nice, huh? A little
Very
less
good.
maybe, or you think that's good?
Good.
Yeah, I like mustard. Well, there you have it.
Excellent.
And you can serve this for a couple days if you keep your big batch in the refrigerator.
Very good. You outdid yourself.
Thank you. I'm catching up to you.
No. This is Helga.
And I'm Mitch.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye-bye now.
Feed your family with fresh and healthy foods from Trolley Brothers. Our deli features the best selection of top quality meats, cheeses, and salads that go perfectly with fresh breads from the Trolley's in-store bakery. And prepared foods like hot wings, pizza, sausage and peppers, pasta and meatballs are available every day from the Trolley Brothers kitchen. Great foods prepared fresh daily at great prices. Trolley Brothers, Boardman, Austintown.
The Mocha House is downtown Warren's favorite place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy one of our classic breakfast offerings or a delicious sandwich or salad. Work or relax with our free Wi-Fi. And don't forget to try all of our homemade desserts, scones, muffins, and our famous New York-style cheesecakes. We also offer catering and can host your special event for up to 100 guests. We're open 7 days a week with dinner entrees and daily specials. Visit the Mocha House today.
Now and for the future, YSU Metro College, serving everyone's personal and professional needs.
Through a partnership with the Mahoning Valley Historical Society and its Business and Media Archives, Homeplate will take you on a trip back in time. Each week we will feature a different segment from our area's history. Now, let's go inside the archives.
We have fresh ideas at Red Barn, like a salad bar for you.
This is the third time my husband went back to the salad bar. He likes to see the Italian dressing.
We got a chicken platter, too.
We like the chicken best on rainy days, because it's foul weather.
We have fresh ideas at Red Barn.
I'm having the fish fillet just for the halibut.
Come to Red Barn now and get a regular-sized cup of Coke or Tab for one little penny with any platter.
We have fresh ideas for you.